What if I told you that your nervous system has more to do with your endometriosis pain than you probably think? And what if I told you there's practical tools in place that can help you with your pain management? Have you ever heard of neuropelviology? Or maybe you even heard about fight or flight or rest and digest and the vagus nerve. Professor Marc Possover is joining me today to go over that and so much more. So stick around. Life moves fast, and so should the answers to your biggest questions. Welcome to Endo Batteries Quick Connect, your direct line to expert insights. Short, powerful, and right to the point. You send in the questions, I bring in the experts, and in just 5 minutes, you get the knowledge you need. No long episodes, no extra time needed. And just remember, expert opinions shared here are for general information and not for personalized medical advice. Always consult your provider for your case-specific guidance. Got a question? Send it in, and let's quickly get you the answers. I'm your host, Alana, and it's time to connect. Today's guest has built his career on a bold but vital belief that suffering pain should not be a life sentence. And for Professor Marc Possover, that belief isn't just a philosophy, it's a mission. As a world-renowned pioneer in neuropelviology, yes, you heard that right, he has transformed how we understand and treat chronic pelvic pain, especially when the source is elusive or deemed untreatable. His work bridges the worlds of gynecology, neurology, and minimally invasive surgery to target the pelvic nerve directly, often bringing relief to patients who've been told to simply live with it. Professor Possover isn't just treating symptoms, he's finding the root cause, especially in cases involving nerve entrapment, endometriosis, and neuropathic pelvic pain. Please help me in welcoming Professor Marc Possover. How do we activate that vagus nerve?
I think you have three possibilities. One is to activate the vagus nerve passively. And one very, very easy way is what we call the transauricular vagus nerve stimulation. Because the vagus nerve will send branch everywhere, some fibers, nerve fibers everywhere in the body, and some of these fibers reach the ear. And these fibers are very important because they are directly connected to the brain. So they are tense device. That means that bring very nice electricity. There is some device you bring here on the what we call the conch, and then you can activate the vagus nerve. And for example, my patient affected by endometriosis or spinal cord injury patient who are depressive, I advise them, please, in the morning, in the evening, 10 minutes, when you are lying down in your bed, try to do a little bit stimulation of the vagus nerve here. Now there is another way, is how you are. If you're staying up in the morning and you say, oh, today is a bad day, you have high risk that it will be a bad day. If you're staying up, and you're obliged to think, oh, today is a beautiful day, I will have a blue sky. If you try to convince yourself that it will be a beautiful day, you have much better chance to get a beautiful day. And there is a third method to increase the vagus nerve is what we call the subliminals. Subliminals are audios, they are music, where in subliminals you can bring a message in a high frequency, so you will not hear the message, but your brain will hear it. And in this music, which is very peacefully, you can bring the message, today it will be a nice day. You will be happy, you will have no pain. Okay, you will get your man bleeding, but you will see. It will be much better than the last month. And when you do that, it's like a kind of autosuggestion, which will increase the activity of the parasympathetic nerve, and your day will be better.
Interesting. Is this impactful with like breath work and doing body movement if you can and things like that? Because we hear a lot about that.
Oh, yeah.
How important is that to increasing that parasympathetic system?
Yes, with sport activity, and for that I'm pretty nice located here. I'm in Switzerland because we have the mountain, and the mountain is really swimming and hiking on the both method to not to increase the vagus nerve. Of course, if you're in the mountain and you see a sea, it's beautiful, it will make you happy, then you have an activation of the parasympathetic nerve. But if you're swimming or if you're hiking, you're breathing. And when you're breathing a lot, you will induce a massage of what we call the plexus solar. And this way, you will decrease the activity of the sympathetic nerve system. And that way will increase the parasympathetic nerve system. So it's true, if you're doing sport activity, running, hiking, swimming, you will feel the pain much less. And if you're thinking about a patient or woman who are doing very lot of activity, sport activity, and usually much, much less pain during men's bleeding than patient who are sitting home. And yeah, it's simple like that. It's anatomically, activity will decrease the sympathetic nerve system. And by the way, smoking will increase the activity of the sympathetic nerve system.
That's a wrap for this Quick Connect. I hope today's insights helped you move forward with more clarity and confidence. Do you have more questions? Keep them coming. Send them in, and I'll bring you the expert answers. You can send them in by using the link in the top of the description of this podcast episode or by emailing contact@endobattery.com or visiting the endobattery.com contact page. Until next time, keep feeling empowered through knowledge.